The chant from the Leeds supporters was clear. "You let your country down," they sang at Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho in reference to missed English penalties in the final of the 2020 European Championship. 8 minutes of second-half football was all it took to quieten that particular noise. Trailing by 2 goals to a Leeds team running hot following the sacking of Jesse Marsch, United scored twice to level the game. Rashford with his head in the 72nd minute. Sancho with his right foot in the 80th. Some goals are indeed sweeter than others. What a game this was. Leeds were recognisable in terms of their spirit from Marsch's year-long tenure. They just had less of the chaos. They were brave and ambitious and superb to watch on the counter-attack. Ultimately they deserved to hold on for a point under their interim coach Michael Skubala. United, on the other hand, will rightly view this result as a setback. Having won their last 6 home league games at Old Trafford, another 3 points would have taken them level with Manchester City in second place and into the heart of the title race. Jadon Sancho curled home the equaliser 20 minutes from time for Manchester United. He celebrated in front of the Stretford end on his first league appearance since October. Marcus Rashford's brilliant header sparked United's second-half comeback. So this was not what they wanted, but equally it was an evening, a comeback, that said much for the resolve they have under coach Erik ten Hag. A year ago, they would have lost this game. Not now, though, and the 2 goal scorers are good examples of the change Ten Hag has brought to this football club. Rashford looked like a lost soul last season. Here he scored his 12th goal since the World Cup that ended in late December, and he now stands level on Premier League goals with Eric Cantona. That's decent company to keep. As for Sancho, he came on as a substitute after being given time by Ten Hag to tackle some problems affecting mind and body. His presence here was influential in changing the game, and his goal, his first in the league since September, will mean more to him than a way of silencing some nonsense coming from the away end. Match facts and player ratings: Manchester United 4-2-3-1, De Gea 6, Dalot 6, Malaysia 82 minutes, Varane 5. 5, Martinez 6, Shaw 6, Fred 6, Sabitzer 7, Lindelof 82, Garnacho 7, Pellistri 58, 7, Fernandez 7. 5, Rashford 7, Weghorst 5, Sancho 58, 8. Scorers: Rashford 62, Sancho 70. Booked: Sabitzer. Manager: Erik ten Hag 7.5. Leeds United 4-2-3-1, Meslier 6.5, Ayling 6, Koch 6, Wobber 6. 5, Strauch 6.5, Firpo 23, 6, Adam 7, McKennie 7, Joseph 90, Sinistera 6, Somerville 7, 7, Harrison 7. 5, Aronson 64, Nanto 7.5, Greenwood 90, Bamford 7, Rutter 64, 6. Scorers: Nanto 1, Varane 48, Og. Booked: McKennie, Adams, Firpo. Manager: Michael Skubala 7.5. Referee: Simon Hooper 5. 5, Attendance 73,456, less than, add, https://mads.dailymail.co.uk/v8/sport/article/other/empu_factbox. HTML, it equals MPU_factbox_1 to advertisement. It was a surprise that United didn't go on to win. Including 5 minutes of added time, they had 25 minutes to get a third goal against a Leeds team that was starting to tire after giving so much. But Leeds were resolute while United were not quite clinical enough. Earlier on, it was all quite different. Leeds had United in a stranglehold for the first 10 minutes of the game. They scored in the very first minute and could have done so again before United had even properly woken up. Wilfried Gnonto's early goal was breathtaking in terms of shock value alone. United had not even managed to put together a single passing movement when Bruno Fernandes was robbed of the ball by Pascal Struijk in front of the home dugout. It was a strong challenge but also fair, and when Gnonto took possession and played it in to Patrick Bamford on the edge of the penalty area, Leeds were in business. Bamford's layoff back to his teammate was immediate, and the Italian eased past a red shirt and delivered a low right foot shot that beat David De Gea in front of the Stretford end. Ten Hag's team did not recover for a while. Leeds' attempts to hustle them out of possession worked far too easily, and 2 overloads were wasted by the wrong final ball before De Gea was required to save at his far post from Struijk after a corner was headed on by Max Wöber. Struijk's influence on the game wasn't to last. He took a ball to the face from Rashford and left the field with concussion. By that stage, Leeds had also been forced to replace the injured Luis Sinisterra with Crescencio Somerville. Whether those changes affected the pattern of the game is hard to tell, but they certainly didn't help Leeds. And as United found some rhythm and possession and territory, they found a way to place their opponents under real pressure. Young Alejandro Garnacho was a threat down the left and almost scored when Fernandes sent him clear. Max Wöber cleared that one off the line, while Leeds goalkeeper Illan Meslier tipped a curling effort from new United midfielder Marcel Sabitzer over the bar. Sabitzer had a decent game. Wilfried Gnonto celebrates after putting Leeds ahead inside the first minute at Old Trafford. Leeds had looked to be heading for an unlikely win when Raphael Varane scored an own goal in a 20-minute period in the first half. United had 9 unanswered shots. That said much for the way the balance of the game changed. But the next goal still went to Leeds. They began the second half the way they had the first, and when Jack Harrison broke up a United counter, the ball was funneled left to Gnonto and then Somerville, who crossed low and forced Raphael Varane to turn the ball into his own goal. Briefly United looked a little lost. But Ten Hag's substitutions helped his side, and Rashford headed in a Diogo Dalot cross to change the mood, and then Sancho swapped passes with Luke Shaw to score with a low shot that Meslier probably should have saved. A draw is of more value to Leeds than to United. But it didn't feel like that, not really. The best news of all is that these teams meet again at Elland Road on Sunday. The home fans will have to think of something new to sing. Interim Leeds boss Michael Skubala thanked the travelling fans after a hard-earned draw. Erik ten Hag's side fought back well but missed the chance to go level on points with Man City.